we are now starting with our closing session of the conference. I hope everybody enjoyed the very interesting presentations that we had in this great venue, and also the surroundings and everything that encompasses this EC3 conference. First of all, before I start, there was a USB stick, I think, from one of the Thesis in 3 presenters, maybe. Someone lost it. It's with me. Whoever lost his USB, it's with me, okay? So thank you very much again. I am the program chair of this conference, and I'm taking over from my colleague Mohammed Qasim. We were really, all of us, with all the other participants or members of teams, which I'm going to show you. I'm in the whole organizing committee. We were really very much involved, and we really tried to create a very good experience. And I have the pleasure then to take over this conference next year as conference chair. But before we do that, I would like to move on to the highlights, first of all, of the Thesis in 3, where you also were now participating, and I'm inviting my colleague, Dimosthenis Kifokeris, to give you an update. Thanks.
Thank you for clapping before I start talking. That's great. So I will present to you a couple of slides summarizing Thesis in 3 competition until now. I sent these slides to Marijana 3 times because I was always making mistakes one after the other, but I think it's fine. So we had 3 sessions on Monday, 18 contestants, 6 per session. And these contestants came from 15 European institutions and Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. So it was, mainly European distribution, but also 1 contestant from Hong Kong. I think it was a really nice representation of our new talent. And the session chairs were Dr. Ekaterina Petrova from Eindhoven University of Technology, Dr. Jennifer Lee from Northampton University, the Amsterdam department, and myself from Chalmers University of Technology in Sweden. And we had an excellent roster of judges, 3 judges per session. For the first session, we had Dr. Edilera Vakaev, an associate professor from Birmingham City University. For the second session, we had Dr. Zhang Zhev as a fellow from Newcastle, and Dr. Simeon Christodoulou from the University of Cyprus. And then for the second session, we had Dr. Lavina Chiara-Tagliabue from the University of Turin, Professor Iva Kovacic from TUVN, and Dr. Nicola Moretti from UCL. And for the third session, we had Dr. Weiwei Chen from UCL again, Dr. Jens Hunjevics from ETH in Zurich, and Professor Jens Xenidis from Aristotle University. So, the finalist of the first session was Hongku Chu. The finalist from the second session was Ana Bendig Laranjo. And then we had Juan Carlin as the finalist from the third session. These 3 finalists were just in the final competition that took place in the previous room. And yeah, the final set of judges was again Dr. Jennifer Lee, Dr. Theodor Dunas from Herovat University, Professor Esin Pehlevan from Istanbul Technical University, and Professor Ioannis Brilakis from Cambridge. There was a change at the last moment. Yes. Finally, it turned out that it is like this. And the session was chaired by Ekaterina and myself. So, yeah, that was a summary of it. Excellent presentations that were judged through rigorous criteria by our judges. The winner and the runner-up are going to be announced and receive their rewards in our conference dinner in a couple of hours. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the excellent work on Thesis in 3. And the next item or point in our agenda is actually a little bit of an announcement for the summer school, which will be happening next year, because it's happening every 2 years. And I'm also inviting my colleague Weiwei Chen to give us some information about that. Thank you.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm very honored to announce the information about 2025 EC3 Summer School. I'm Weiwei Chen from UCL, and in the coming EC3, Dr. Karen Bailey from the Loughborough University will be the chair. I will be the co-chair. And the purpose of the EC3 Summer School aims to provide the great opportunity to the postgraduate students to receive the cut-edge scientific, theoretical, and practical knowledge from the very famous expertise in their prospective research area. And the target audience, especially for the PhD students and the master students. If the early career research and the people from the industry are very interested, you are also welcome. And in the coming year, the theme of the EC3 Summer School is a sustainable future for the built environment. Especially we selected 7 topics: the cyber-physical system, simulation and modeling, digital twins, construction robotics, computer vision, and the digital product passport, and especially the promising topic, the generative AI. As you can see, now we have tentatively schedules are very exciting schedules with the daily activities. It included the keynote speaker from several famous universities, and it also included the industry talk. We invited the people from the industry. And as well, we also included some interesting sessions, including how to write a good proposal, how to become academia in the future, and also how to write an excellent research paper. And you can see we also we will also organize the project. We will divide the students to several groups. They will finish one project in 5 days and finally give the presentation in the last day. And for the speakers, the academic speaker to be confirmed, yeah, as I mentioned, we will invite the very famous expertise, the big name from famous university, such as Professor Yanis Blakis from the University of Cambridge, and Professor Rafael Sachs, and Professor Andrew Bowman from TUM. And we already confirmed the speaker from the industry. The speaker will come from the BIM Plus company and also the Bentley system. And for the registration details, we will announce after this conference. So we are looking forward to meeting you in EC3 Summer School. Oh, by the way, the location will be in the Porto in Portugal. Thank you.
So I would like to present some highlights of this conference now. So we had really an incredible number of countries present, as you can see. I looked at the statistics and it's really impressive. It's like 31 countries. And really this community is growing a lot. And we had in total 171 participants. If we also look at the paper breakdown by topic, you can see that product and process modeling had 30 papers, data sensing 18, data integration method 26, data analysis, simulation resilience 20, education, policy and standardization 9, blockchain technology 11, energy modeling 12, and virtual and augmented reality 6, in total 132 papers. The organizing committee, you heard it again in the beginning. It was Mohammed Qasim, who was the conference chair, me program chair. Then we had Ranjit Soman as dissemination chair, and our publication chair, Athanasios Hasiakos. So all the conference and everything wouldn't be possible with our rescuers, and there are a lot of them. I hope I'm not missing anybody, and you see here the team. Then we had also, of course, a very important players, which means the area or track chairs, and as you can see, It was Alessandro Carbonari from the University of Marche. It was Peter Paulus for data integration methods. It was Dimitrios Rovers for energy modeling, Jennifer Lee from Northumbria for blockchain technology, Iro Armeni from Stanford University for virtual and augmented reality, then Thomas Liner from OTH Regensburg for data analysis, then Nicola Moretti for product and process modeling, and Yannis Xenidis for the education track. So a lot of track chairs, and without these track chairs, all of this conference or like the dealing with papers and the possibility to show these papers here wouldn't have been possible. They helped a lot. They chose the reviewers, and they helped us also in selecting the best papers. So thank you for that. And then, of course, without our super frontline team, nothing would be possible as well. They take care of all the technical things as well, of the recordings, and help us in the proceedings and do so much more. So thank you also to our frontline team. And then again, to all the reviewers, there were really a lot of them. And what we really appreciate and want to do is also to put them into the scientific, in the scientific committee, which will be displayed on the website of the conference. And also, again, thank you to all the session chairs. That there are so many that I couldn't list them all here on this slide. And also, again, as Ekaterina, Petrova, and Dimosthenis Kifokeris mentioned, all the chairs also in the Thesis in 3 sessions. Website maintenance wouldn't be also possible without our colleague Sobi Abano, and of course a big thanks to our sponsors Esteco and Bentley. So, so we do this every year, and we would like your feedback in order to improve and to hear your comments. And please, it's just very short. You need, I think, like 20 seconds to fill out this questionnaire. So please do it. It helps us really improve and adjust to your also comments and wishes for the conference. We will also announce this on our LinkedIn page, and in that sense, please also follow us on LinkedIn and other social media. So I'm just waiting for the next slide because it's very big. I hope it comes. I wanted to give you some pictures here from the conference or impressions. And then here again, another one which is very nice because you can see this is the group photo from yesterday and a little bit of video embedded here from different venues and different sessions. And I see here that I forgot to mention also Professor Miroslav Skrzemielski from Automation Construction, who held his workshop today for the PhD students, which I think was very, very productive and very useful. So thank you also for the PhD workshop. So we are now about to close and announce next year's EC3 and also which will be happening together with the CIB, as you see here, CIB W78. So we are continuing the tradition that we started last year to merge the two conferences and which will be held in one place together. I think Pedro will announce it. But and just again, who will be the organizing team? I will be the conference chair, then my colleague Pedro Mêda will be the co-chair. He's actually chairing the CIB W78, let's say, track and section. And then program chair will be Ekaterina Petrova, my colleague, and also dissemination chair will be Ranjit Soman. So I would like to invite now Ekaterina Petrova and Pedro Mêda to give us more information about the location and some other things. Thank you very much.
Great. What an honor. I was just thinking that in 2017 at
LC3 that we had around the birth of EC3 and so on. I was a PhD candidate 1 year in my PhD participating in the summer school. So what Weiwei presented there, I can only encourage all of you to attend the summer school that are doing your PhD, whether you start it or finish it, because that's really a way to engage in a fantastic community, and who knows what that brings. What that brought for me somehow is to stand here today and have the honor to be a program chair of EC3 next year, and I'm honored and very happy to work with Marijana, with Ranjit, with Pedro, and of course the rest of the EC3 community board members, and of course CIB as well. What you see on the screen is actually some of the more important things that we have from now on. The conference will be between 14th and 7th of July, with the PhD Summer School happening right before. For those of you that are observant, you can see that there is a small gap between the end of the summer school and the start of the conference, which is a great predisposition for some good time in Porto, I think. And who better to tell us about Porto than the man from Porto himself?
Thank you, Ekaterina. Yes, we go to Porto in Portugal. Summer school will be hosted in University of Porto. Not going to talk a lot about it. You have just some info there. We have 3 campuses, 14 faculties, 1 business school. We were founded in 1911. And this is where me and Diego are every day, Faculty of Engineering. So it's Campus 3. And we will be joining there for the summer school. So this is already confirmed. But summer school is just the beginning. There will be a weekend with a lot of views and visits that can be done. I'm not going to be spoiler. I'm not going to talk about everything. Actually, I'm not going to talk about anything at all. You just Google it, Porto, and you find the pictures. What I want to talk about is the conference. So the conference next year will be held at Porto, and we are negotiating, well, between several places, one that can be on the city center, because we cannot compete with Greece or with Crete. We don't have hot water in the sea. That one is a bit colder, but be my guest, you can try it. But we have other attractions. I must say food is similar, let's say. I leave up to you. Olive oil is more or less the same, but there are other things. But going on and moving forward, so this is one of the, say, biggest landmarks that we have, Don Luis Bridge. Many people think it was built by Eiffel. It was not. Eiffel was just the contractor, okay? But then, if you want to know the details, please attend next year. And we are trying to be hosted in the city center campus of University of Porto. That is right up this monument that is Torre dos Clérigos, in the core of Porto Center. A lot of things around, such as the Lello Library, which Harry Potter was inspired, and etc. But we have also other things. So back again to the seafront, you can try. Okay, you can try it and tell me something. And São Bento Station, one of the landmarks. Well, those that know me better know that I'm a railway enthusiast, so obviously we had to have a photo here. And one of the biggest brands that municipalities across the world are, I'd say, eager to try to copy, because this actually is a success, is that Porto Dot. So usually we don't say anything more, we just say Porto Dot. Okay, so looking forward to host you and see you all together in 2025 at Porto. Thank you.
Yeah, we can tell you also a little bit more about what's going to happen from now on. Mid-September, we'll be announcing the call for papers. You see that the abstract submission deadline is scheduled for beginning of November. Of course, that's optional. full paper submission deadline right before Christmas so that you can go and have a nice Christmas holiday with clean heads, and then notification of review decisions in March, and that's also when the early bird registration deadline will be, end of March from now on. So yeah, that's it from us at this point. Goes without saying that we would like to thank you for joining here, and we look forward to seeing you at the joint event in Porto next year. Thank you.
Thank you. So, done.
Yeah, I can have the final word. The final word is thank you for everything and see you in Porto. Thank you. Bye-bye.